Morning, dear children. This is your EVS period. We were learning history of Shivaji Maharaj, right? We have completed two lessons, Maharashtra before Shivaji and work of sense. Today we are going to start geography. Okay? We are going to start a new lesson in geography, that is your environmental studies part 1. Children, have you any time experience that we get a news in newspaper that Thursday there will not be the water supply for the whole city? What happens when we read this news? All our family members tell us that please use the water carefully, do not waste it, and then the mother or the father, they fill up all the buckets in the bathroom or in our house with the water. They store the water in the buckets, or if we have the big drums, they also fill the water into it. So why do they store this water? So that there will not be any shortage of water, though there will not be water on Thursday. The way we fill up the water in these buckets or in these drums for our whole family, the water is also required to store for the whole city or for a particular area or for the village. Then how is this water stored? Where do we store it? So let us see in this lesson. Storage of water. Okay. All the water we get comes from rain. The rainy season lasts for 3 to 4 months. Along with us, all living things use this water all year round. So children, the main source of water is the rain. But we don't get the rain throughout the year. It rains only for 3 to 4 months. So whatever water we get from the rain, we need to store. So that whole year we can use this water and there will not be the shortage of water. Along with us, all the living things use this water throughout the year. So let us see. If we do not store water, we will not have enough water for our needs. That is why we have to save water. Water must be used economically. In this lesson, we will see different ways of storing water. Old water stores. So there are different ways. There are old water stores and there are also modern water stores. Today we are going to discuss the old water stores. In the old days, several methods of storing water were used in our state. Nowadays, these old water stores are rarely used. However, their remains can be seen in all places. Some of them are very beautiful. Water in some of these stores never gets depleted. That means water never gets over in these water stores. Okay, the very good example is wells. You must have seen wells when you go to your village or especially in Konkan areas. If you have seen Konkan area, then almost every house is having a well. Okay, some rainwater seeps into the ground. Wells are dug to obtain this water. So let us see some pictures of wells. See, have you seen, this is a typical well which we see in the village. Even this, okay. Some people also take a bath or they swim in the water of the well. So some rainwater seeps into the ground, okay, and this seeped water is contained into the well, and so the water never gets over from the wells. Okay. Water tanks in fort. People lived on the hill forts in the past. They also needed water. The forts had reservoirs and tanks dug into the stone. Now you know the forts are built up on the hill. So it is difficult to get a well on the hill. So people used to build a well or build the tanks in the fort. And then the rainwater used to be collected into these tanks. Okay, let us see few pictures. See, this is a tank. How beautifully it is made. From all four sides, the walls are made, and there are different corners, and in between, the water is collected. Okay, these are some pictures of the tanks in the forts. This is a well which is built up on a fort. Draw wells, which is also called as ad. Have you heard in Marathi? आड बाई अडवणी आडाचं पाणी काढवणी आडात पडली सुपारी आमचा भुणला दुपारी. Have you heard this line? So ad means what? A well. Okay, draw well. So in Marathi, people used to call it as ad. In the past, draw wells were dug to get drinking water. They were small wells from which water was drawn using a small pot called as pohra, tied to a rope. So you understood? A pohra means a pot is tied to a rope, and the rope is sent down into the well water using a wheel. The water is filled up into the pot, and then again this pot or this pohra is carried out using the wheel. So this way people used to get the water from the draw well. Atpadi in Sangli district had a draw well in every wada. The draw wells had water all year round. When the tap water system was introduced, the draw wells went out of use. Many were sealed. Now there are very few left in Atpadi. This can be seen in many villages. So in your book, a village named as Atpadi in Sangli district had a draw well in every vada. So this example is given in our book that in Atpadi village, in every vada there were a draw well. Okay, so if you go to villages, you will see these draw wells everywhere. Let us see few pictures. See how the pot or the bucket is tied to a rope. This rope will go down into the water using the wheel. Okay, the water will get filled up into the bucket, and again the bucket will be carried out using the wheel. See, so these are called as draw wells, which you can see in different villages. Rivers and bunds. Earthen or masonry bunds were built across rivers to store their water. Okay, so what do you mean by bunds? See, using the stones and the mud, okay, and the mortar, that is, do you know, in Marathi we call it as chunkari. Okay, so the stones are built up using this chunkari, that is mortar. So the bunds are made by the masons. Okay, and these bunds are used, or they are made by the stones and the mortar. These bunds collect the water at the one side of the river. Okay, and then this collected water can be used for the whole village. So earthen or masonry bunds were built across rivers to store their water. Old reservoirs. Reservoirs were built in areas of low rainfall or in areas without a major river. Most of the rivers were built using stone and mortar. As I said, again, different reservoirs were built up using the bunds. Okay, the bunds were built up using the stone and the mortar. Okay, that is चुनकरीमध्ये किंवा स्टोन्स जे बिल्ड करतात ते चुन्याच्या मदतीने. इन ओल्ड डेज देर वॉज नो सिमेंट, सो इन्स्टेड ऑफ सिमेंट they were using chuna or chunkari. Let us see the pictures. See, this is a perfect example of a bund. Do you see a river? And this river is having a bund, okay, which is made of this chuna and the stones. And so one side of the river, you can see the water is collected, okay, and one side it is flowing. So this collected water is used for the village. Even this is a perfect example of a bund. Okay, so if you see the right side of this bund, the water is collected, and rest part the river is flowing. Okay, so these are called as bunds. old tanks or the haud. Earlier, tanks were used to store water. Some large cities still have these old tanks. Some of them are still in use. So, do you know, children, in our city, in Pune, there are many water tanks or there are many haud. Your parents must be knowing the names of these hauds like Kaya Haud, Badami Haud. Okay, so what do you mean by haud? These are the water tanks. Okay, the water was stored or collected in these tanks, right? So let us see some pictures of these haud. See, the water is collected in the haud. The haud or the water tank is built up by the stones, and the steps are made so that you can go down to the water and collect it or fill your pots with the water. See, even this is a water tank or a house, and again the steps are there so that you can go down to fill up the water. Okay, so these are the old methods of storing water. In next period we will see how the water is collected in a modern way. Okay, so find out if your locality has such old water storage system. As I said, find out where is Kaya Haud, where is Badami Haud in your city. Okay, ask your parents or have a search on Google Map and find out Kaya Haud and Badami Haud. This is your homework. Please read the lesson. Okay, go through the lesson and see all the pictures which are given in the video. Thank you, children.